Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to the European Esports Championship. We are here for round number 2 of the championship, as we take in, of course, the Dutch Grand Prix from the Zandvoort International Circuit. My name is James Head. Delighted to be taking to the stream once again. As always, no Jamie Morris, as I promised last week. Sadly struck down with more illness, so he is sadly unavailable. Mike, who was due to be in as well, is AWOL, Discord having issues as well. So unfortunately, for the second time in a week, you're stuck with me for the next hour and a half, you lucky so-and-sos. And hopefully it's not going to be more like the Christmas Grinch, but hopefully we can get some early Christmas presents to you guys as well. And a reminder, of course, of what happened last week. It was Daniele Parodi, of course, who took the win for Team Italy. Tycha Hardy finishing in second for Team Netherlands, and then Jona Dovzan there in third for Team Slovenia. It was looking likely that it was going to be an all-Dutch affair before Jerry Van Bossel got taken out, coming down in towards turn number 5. And that was decided, actually, in the steward's room, and the stewards definitely mentioned about that, and I'm just trying to get the results up from last week, and in terms of any penalties that they had as well. So bear with me a second. Jucci and Primoz Miklavčić both got 5-second penalties for causing a collision. So Austria and Primoz Miklavčić for Slovenia, that is. Jucci in the end finishing in 16th. Primoz in 15th, so it didn't really matter in the end. And Jucci also got a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. That was the one, of course, with Jerry Van Bossel, as I already mentioned. So what did that do to the championship after round 1? Well, let's have a look. You caught a cheeky glimpse of it, but let's go through them anyways. Team Italy out on top on 41 points. My TV is going to turn itself off in about 40 seconds. Give me a second. There we are. You have to reach for your TV remote just so it doesn't go off and so the stream doesn't go off. But there we are. We are good there. And it is Team Italy, as I mentioned, on 41 points leading the way. They were due to have a certain Nicholas Longue racing here tonight, but he is on duties in PSGL E-Series, so you're not going to be seeing him here tonight. Team Netherlands there in second on 33 points after my commentary stint during Thomas Ronhaar's turn in Portugal, which was absolutely brilliant for the 24 Hours of F1 event. They're in second on 33, same lineup, of course, as last week for them. Romania in third on 30, with France in fourth on 29, Slovenia in fifth on 25, Norway sixth on 22, and hopefully there is no way I can try and get back in contention. That's a bad pun on me. Germany there in 7th on 10. England there in 8th on 9. They've got quite a strong lineup here tonight. Finland there in 9th on 6. And Austria there in 10th on 5 points. Let's have a look then at who is going to be racing out on track tonight as well. And there are a few familiar faces to some of you that might have been seen in EML back in the day. Some newcomers as well, which is always good to see. So for Team Norway, it's Hazara and ET8 Oscar, so that's going to be very interesting pairing, the all-Norwegian pairing there, both, of course, in ET8 as their full esports team. Keanu Leotard, who has moved from ABS, I believe he's now part of Outplayed Racing, if I'm not mistaken. He is joining GL Gilles in for Team France. Jerry Van Bossel and Tycha Hardy in as the same lineup from Team Netherlands, hoping to try and get that 1-2 that they were robbed of last week. Matteo and Brandox in for Italy. Late change that with Brandox. We were due to have Shazoo Jensen here as well for Team England. However, he has been replaced by Mr. Wild Kieran Humphries, OP Silly Sly Guy to you and me. Bradley Holdham joining them in in for Team England as well. Of course, the pro exhibition man himself. Primoz Miklavčić and Jona Dovzan in for Team Slovenia. Then Lars Spicer and Max Groh's partner. Delighted to have Max Groh's partner here. He is a Veloce Academy driver now. And of course on PC, doing PS wonders on PSGL. And indeed the champion from season 33 back on PSGL PSF1. So look forward to seeing how he gets on. He's sick of the sight of me, I absolutely know that. JC and Mark Schluter in there for Team Germany. Mark Schluter, a WR Tier 3 driver, if I'm not mistaken, at the minute. Enlar Sapala and Elephant in for Finland. No, that is not a typo error. Maze didn't want to put that in just for the sake of it. Elephant is in for Team Finland. He's on PC. Sapala, of course, on PlayStation. And Tuli, again, the only Xbox driver that we've got here tonight. as well as Bogdan Moldovan, so the same lineup from last week from Team Romania. They look quite strong, I've got to say, around this track, judging from early form. But hopefully, we're going to get going very, very soon indeed. Everyone, I believe, is in. No, not waiting on a call comms or anything, so we are pretty much good to go whenever the lobby host decides. And of course, that is our Matteo, who is going to give that go-ahead very shortly indeed, I'm being told. So hopefully we can get him. Hopefully everything can go in. But Bradley Hold'em is in. So we can go. And I'm just going to put this message in. There we go. There we go. So hopefully everyone can now ready up. And hopefully we can get the racing underway. As I say, there's... Oh, actually, no. Sorry, we're missing one driver, I believe. One driver, I think. And I can't for the life of me think who it is, because there's 20 of us in the lobby. I'm one of them, so there's definitely somebody missing out on track. And it is... And I'm trying to have a look at who it is. Not Bradley Hold'em. Right, hang on. You are my eyes here, guys. Have a look. Oh, there's the overlay that you're not meant to see yet. Let's have a look and see who is the one that is missing. Or am I just miscounting here and there's 21 of us in the lobby and I'm one of them? Let's have a look. We've got Matteo, Elephant, Taja Hardy, Silly Sly Guy, Primoz, Max, Keanu, Bogdan, Bradley, Jerry Van Bussel, Gil, Sapala, Hazara, Oscar, JSD, 2D, Mark Schluter, Spicer, Yerne, Brandox. Yeah. Well, I'm not... Yeah. Yeah. We can go. We can go. All of that, for you eyes and ears, for me to go through and say, originally say everyone can ready up when there was 20 drivers in. Oh my god. Good job it's the Christmas break coming up, because I damn well need a break, especially from the 36 laps I'm about to have here, of course, in the Netherlands. Let's have a look then at the Zandvoort International Circuit. 4.259 kilometers length, 2.6 miles, 14 turns, including the likes of Tarzan, Skyflack, and Ari Lundijk. Very famous track, of course, for one Thomas Ronhart, well, for all the Dutchies that are going to be filing into the circuit as well. 14 turns away in the drivers out on track, 2 DRS-ons, one then start finish straight in towards Tarzan, one in towards turn number 10, in towards the little chicane at turns 11 and 12. So we'll see how the drivers are going to fare out on track. And speaking of the drivers faring out on track, we are about to get going out on track indeed. Put your predictions in for pole position. Put your predictions in for who you think is going to do very well around this track as well. Nazke there in the chat. He's represented, of course, Team Norway in the past, or he's certainly in the squad for Team Norway. He has said to me, commentators' predictions for qualifying. Well, if you saw my prediction on Monday night in PSGL PSF1, you'll realise that A, I'm no Mystic James, and B, I'm absolutely hopeless when it comes to commentators' predictions. But I'm gonna take a stab at Bradley Hold'em for pole position. No pressure, but I know he's very strong around here. Certainly on PlayStation, he was very strong around here in Season 34, so he's definitely one to watch out for. I'm going to go Max Groves partner for second. There'll be a theme continuing with my third pick. I'm going to go for Tycho Hardy for third. Watch out for Jerry Van Bussel as well, because he's going to be pretty quick around here. Bradley Hold'em, Max Groves partner, and Tycho Hardy first, second, and third. Looks like we're going to get some clear skies out on track for the race. Certainly dry skies here out on track in qualifying, and everyone is on the rush out to the pit lane. So let's have a look then at the standings. Reminder of this coming into tonight. We'll get everything up for you on the right hand side as well. We'll disable the telemetry for now. We will put it on as we go through. I'm just going to try and close this down because I can see that the graphic is overhanging the track map slightly. It's getting on my nerves. It'll probably get on your nerves as well. Bear with me. Just some live adjustments going on stream. There we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? There we are. Anyways, Maxfield will run the first out on track. Looks like everyone's in a rush actually to get out on track. And the first, I think, is one of the Team England drivers. And it is indeed my pick for pole position. It is Bradley Hold'em. Would you have that? Won't you have that? Let's have a look and see how Bradley Holden will get on. Fabian Marksteiner there in the chat saying, yo, hopefully you are doing very well, Mr. Fabian Marksteiner, of course, supporting Team Austria, I guarantee. GL Grimbo's there saying go G-League. Of course, GL getting the support there as well for Team France. He's there down in 18th position. The only one not to come out of the pit lane is OP's Keanu Leotold. He was formerly part of ABS Racing Team, but he's now no longer part of that because the ABS Racing Team has shut down since the last time he streamed, and I think it shut down actually today, and he signed for OP yesterday, so very good signing for Keanu Leotold, did very well in the 24 Hours of F1 event as well. Let's have a look then. On board with Bradley Holden in a white coloured car with a Next Level Racing overlay on the bottom left. Not the best sort of side down towards turn number 1 at Tarzan, but looking very nicely done. Indeed, is Bradley Holden coming through turn number 1, then through 2 and 3, and into banking now at turn number 4. Now running up the hill and towards my favourite corner that I can pronounce on this circuit. Through turn number 6, then to turn 7 at Skyflack. 23.9 in the first sector from Bradley Holden, looking very, very neat indeed. No frame drop so far, which is good to see as well. Looks like everything has fixed so far in terms of the service from last week. We're now through the left-hander of turn number 10, the Zandvoort sponsored corner now at turn number 10, coming towards the end of the middle sector, opening up that second DRS zone, now on the run into the right-hander of turn number 11, and to 47.3 in the in the middle sector even from Bradley. It's around a 17-18 second final sector around here, so it is a very, very low final sector. Bradley Holden now comes through the final corner. We'll see on board with him what we can do, and what he can do, in fact, on this lap time. On the run to the line, Bradley Holden goes quickest with the 108.1. We'll see what everyone else is putting out. We're going to take the overlay off just for now, because you've seen the points plenty of times. Looking at Fabian Marksteiner saying, let's go Austria. Conti there in the chat saying, my home track. It is indeed. And Yannick Dovzan, certainly not his home track, but he goes quickest. Now Tudi going quickest as well. The sole Xbox man that we've got here tonight. Max Grosspartner, though, coming in the Austrian, going quickest for Veloce Academy. And indeed for Team Austria, he goes quickest ahead of Tudi in second. Yannick Dovzan there in third. Let's run on board with Jerry Van Bussel. Coming out through the left-hander now, turn number 12. Will Van Bussel hustle in terms of his results out on track tonight. Let's have a look and see. Max Grosspartner out on top, Tudi in second, Primoz Buklavčić now going second, Tudi there in third, Jerry Van Bussel now on the run to the line, matching Max Grosspartner in that middle sector. Is he going to go quickest? No, goes 8th, but it is so close early on. I make that, what, top 11, about 2.5 tenths of a second, covering them very, very close indeed. Matteo on a lap as well, he's just coming to the line, 11th position for him. First one's pretty much done. I think we've only got Keanu Leotold yet to set a lap time. Frenchman now coming through the left-hander of turn number 10. Hopefully, like Joe in CTC commentary in the early days of 2023, I think it was in like August, September time. Hopefully, Keanu Leotold is on the baguette go, but that doesn't work because there's no baguette go actually here tonight. But you'll get that if you've if you've seen the commentary on Twitter. As Keanu comes through the final corner, we'll see what the new OP man can do. On the run to the line, and it's a 108.027, so goes 1600ths of a second slower than Max Grosspartner, and Max is out on top from Keanu in second, Primoz there in third. So currently, Team Slovenia, I make that out as well as Team Netherlands and Team Germany, I think, are the only 3 teams that have got both of their drivers in the top 10, which is very interesting indeed. Max, of course, representing Austria. 4 nations separating the top 4, and then we've got Slovenia in 5th, of course. Gilles in 7th there as well. So actually, Team France is in there as well. So I lie. There's 4 teams within the top 10 that have got both their drivers in the top 10 right now. So very good so far out on track. Fabian saying, Max, what a goat. He is indeed very much a goat. PSGL, PSF1 champion, of course, in season at number 33, and really come alive, I've got to say. His first season on the game on PlayStation, absolutely dire. Absolutely dire. Not the sort of reasoning that we want to see from Max. But since he's got onto PlayStation, and since he took the championship lead in PSGL, PSF1, and now he's transitioned to PC, he's done a fantastic job, and he's definitely one to watch out for. Veloce Academy, of course, have got some big-name drivers, like Daniel Keltson, like Max Grosspartner, like Otis Lawrence, in their academy, and it's so great to watch them grow organically, I've got to say, and it's really good because you get to see them out on track here in a very low-level platform, albeit compared to PSGLWR, but it's a platform nonetheless, and these guys can get the chance to shine. As can this man here, currently in 6th position, the PD man of JST, representing Team Germany here tonight. Team Germany also represented by ETH's Mark Schulter. Hope I get that pronunciation right as the night goes on, but it is difficult for me in terms of solo commentary, in terms of having 20 drivers down the left-hand side. But we'll see what we can get from man currently in P6 as now comes through the final corner. Turn the timing tower from the left-hand side just to see what this run is going to be from JST. As now comes through the final corner and on the run to the line. As it's clouding over a little bit out in circuit. I wonder why, if that's why they were in a hurry. And maybe the rain is coming towards the end of qualifying. Let's see. As JST now comes down the right-hand of turn number 1 through Tarzan, and then in towards turn 2 and 3. And then in towards the banking now, turn number 4. Nicely done indeed. Now coming up the hill and towards Skyflak at turn number 7. It'll reach that, coming from the roller coaster section of 5 and 6, and the first sector split into 23-7 in that first sector. Don't want to do what I do around there and catch the grass and spin off in an F2 car like I did around here in the past. JST now comes to the right-hand of turn number, in towards turn number 9, then into the left-hander now of turn number 10, and looking very neat as he does this right now, coming out through this left-hander of turn number 10. We'll now see what his middle sector split is like, and it's a 47-1, a tenth and a half up in that middle sector. Time definitely coming for the German right now. We'll take the off-board cameras for the final sectors. He now comes through the right-hander now of turns 13 and 14. Apologies if you're getting any adverts right now, like I've just done. As JST now comes through the final corner on the run to the line. Is he going to go quicker than Max Grohl's partner? Does he go quicker? Yes, he does. 107.9 and the first 107 of the night as well. So very neat indeed. Trying to go up with somebody that is on a lap. Tootie is on a lap. He's 7 tenths down in that middle sector. Yone Dovzan there going second though, and he goes 200s behind JST. Bogdan Moldovan now going quickest, and that's a statement that. But 107.921. 14 hundredths of a second clearer than JST. Yone Dovzan there in third. See if there's anybody else coming toward the line. Spicer in that middle sector. Kieran Humphries is coming through. I think Max Grohl's partner has just put it second there as well. See what Bradley Holdham is doing. He's 2 tenths down in that first sector. Primoz Maklavčić though, Cookie Games himself. Is he going to kook? No, he's into the pit lane. He was a 10th up in that middle sector. Was looking very good, I've got to say, in that middle sector as well. But not good enough for him. Gilles is backing off his lap. I think he's just improved. Joe Van Bossel, though, on the run to the line. Sorry, Tyler Hardy even on the run to the line. He goes none. Joe Van Bossel, though, into the pit lane in the background, which is why I got confused. Paula there in 14, just coming off lap. Silly Sly Guy. Mr. Kieran Humphries there in 16th now. I think ETA Oscar has just put it up into 11th position. So nice laps coming in. Brandux there is on a lap as well in the Alfa Romeo base livery, of course running the Alfa Romeo livery as part of 14 Italy, being an Italian team of course, they may as well. 10th and a half up in that middle sector though, so looking very neat indeed. So now comes in toward the right-handers of 13 and 14. Bogdan Moldovan though out on top, Max Grohl's partner in second, JST there in third. And then Yone Dovzan in fourth, Bradley Holdham there in fifth. But Brandux now on the run toward the line, he can cook on his day. He cooks 15th right now, 108.232. So not a bad lap. We're still seeing improvements potentially throughout the field as the session will go on. The cloud cover has begun to build over the circuits, therefore the softs not going to be in their operating window as per se. Take on board with Hazara, for example, who's now on a third run on this set of soft compound tyre. He's going to have to save these tyres up completely. If it's a wet race, I can understand why they're doing this and they're running on a scrub set, which is why a majority might have not improved in that middle stint. But we could see drivers, as they go through, with this cloud cover over the circuit, the softs aren't going to be as rubbered down on the circuit as what you would when it was full sunshine, as we had at the start of the session. So we saw improvements, but minimal improvements of that as well. As Spicer there has retired from the session, and as has Yone Dovzan. So he obviously feels he's done enough, and he obviously feels he has done enough because everyone's retiring and it's raining out on track. That is why everyone was in a hurry to get out the session. I did have a suspicion that there was going to be a little bit of rain in the race, but it's raining qualifying instead. So it's going to be interesting to see who risks it and who runs on a wet track and who doesn't, and who actually stays out there. I think Bogdan Moldova, Max Grohl's partner, they're safe. JST Bradley Holdham, they may as well come back in the pit lane. They're safe as well. Primoz Maklavčić, though, He's one of the first out on track. It is very minimal, the rain. As soon as I say that, Primoz Roglic in the wall. Coming out of turn number 1, Team Slovenia's car definitely needs impounding right there. That needs a repair, or 2, or maybe even 100. And Primoz Roglic is there out of the session. So he's there down in 7th, finding the conditions very tough coming through turn number 1. Bradley Holdham finding the conditions very tough as well, coming across the grass, and it is definitely not slicks out there. It definitely doesn't look that way. Bradley Holdham is sliding his way through the gravel, taking a bit of Tokyo drifting here, giving the fans a bit of a Tokyo drifting exhibition, but it is raining out on track. You can see now, we'll turn the timing tower off, on the left-hand side, everyone now retiring. Bradley Holdham's into the pit lane. The track is getting greasier, the track is getting wetter, and therefore everyone is into the pits. And I would imagine everyone on that laps, JSD now coming back in the pits. I'd imagine, apart from Hazara, who I think is sticking it out there, but he's 2.8 seconds down, he may as well come in and retire. He's got absolutely no chance, unless he's got Thomas Ronhar or Daniel Apt or somebody that's cheated in the past driving a car. Hazara there in 18th position is definitely not going forward. He needs a jetpack, basically, underneath that car, is what I'm trying to say. Well, Bogdan Moldovan out on top, Max Grosspartner there in 2nd, JST there in 3rd. Might mean we get an early end to this qualifying session, which is what I think you guys hope for, because you're definitely not going to be getting any more from me, that is for sure. But we'll see how the drivers are going to get on out on track. There is a wild elephant, though, out on track. He's there in 20th position right now. He's going to be slowest out of everyone, though, because he bails into the pit lane. Bogdan Moldovan, though, going to try and put on a show. Comes through the right-hander now, turn number 3, in towards banking at turn number 4. Let's see what the Romanian man can do. Now comes up the hill in towards Tarzan. Luckily, no illegal blocking either, so illegal blocking definitely not being had here tonight, which is always good. It means we can get straight into qualifying. Bogdan Moldovan, though, obviously doesn't feel that we can get off 4 minutes early. And he is going out on track on this set of soft compound tyre. Mark Schultz there, and Elephant still yet to retire in the pit lane. And I would highly advise that they do, because nobody is going to be improving in these conditions unless they come quite literally. This track dries and it's just a passing shower, a North Sea shower, a North Sea streamer shower out on track. But I don't think that's going to happen. But Bogdan Moldovan is out on top. Regardless, he's out on top by 1300ths of a second. Max Grosspartner there in 2nd. JST in 3rd, and I'm pretty much betting my bottom dollar, betting my house on it, that will be the case, because nobody will improve with 4 minutes to go. Bogdan Moldovan definitely not improving. He was just out there just for the fun of it. He retires, as well as Elephant retiring. Bogdan Moldovan's retired, and that, my friends, is the end of quali. So, once Bogdan Moldovan's car gets in the pit lane, we could run through the full grid order. There's a lovely hand coming in the screen there. Very nice. Bogdan Moldovan, though, out on top. For Max Grosspartner there in 2nd. JSD there in 3rd. Yone Dovzan there in 4th. Bradley Holdham in 5th. Kiana Leotold there in 6th. Same lap time, actually, for Primoz Roglic and Mark Schluter there in 8th. Tudi there in 9th. Sajah Hardy ran off the top 10. Then the top PS driver down in 11th is ETA Oscar. He's only 0.2 of a second off Bogdan Moldovan. It's not too bad at all. GL Gilles, Jerry Van Bossel, Matteo, and Brandok's top 15. And Tapala, Silly Sly Guy, Hazara, Spicer, and Elephant, the top 20 out on track. No illegal blocking, which means we can get straight into the race, which is what you guys want to do. What we're going to do beforehand, though, is take a word from our sponsors. We'll be back with you in about 30 seconds. Welcome back, everyone, to the European Esports Championship. Big thanks to our sponsors, Next Level Racing, for sponsoring the championship as well, providing me with this lovely chair that I'm sitting on. Yes, I've said that on WR before, but I don't care. It is a very lovely, comfy chair, though, and I'm sure they've got some Christmas gifts out there for you if you do want to get a new seat, if you do want to get a new chair, everything is covered for with Next Level Racing. You can go on their website by having a look in the description on this very video. As we are waiting for players, it means we are going to get ready very soon indeed for the action out on track. But a reminder of the points coming into tonight. Italy out on top on 41, with Netherlands in second on 33, Romania in third on 30, with France in fourth on 29, Slovenia in fifth on 25, Norway sixth on 22, then Germany 7th on 10, England 8th on 9, Finland there on 6, and Austria there in 10th on the 5 points. Looks like Brandox was having a few issues there on the bottom end of my screen. It's just left the session. I'm going to see quickly. That's the wrong thing. I'm going to see quickly if I can invite him. You guys are going to actually see this, so hopefully he can rejoin. But we are waiting for players right now, so yeah. I'll leave it for now. We'll see if we can invite him in due course. I believe he's having a few internet issues, judging by what has been put, I think, in the Discord. Mark Schultz saying, no new lobby at all. No new lobby at all. No one got a grid pen, so there is no need for a new lobby. But what there is need for is pedal to the metal, go, 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 and all of that jazz out on track here in the Netherlands. A reminder as well of the track, and I dare not show the track map because I know for a fun fact if I show the track map we're going to go green. 4.2 kilometers and then 2.6 mile, 14 turns waiting the drivers out on track, and this is going to be interesting because there's 2 DRS zones, plenty of opportunities for overtaking, but normally around here, normally from my experience doing PSGL from WR, and from winning around here as well, albeit winning around here, this is probably one stop. This is probably going to be a big old DRS train, but have to see what the drivers do out on track. I believe we are going to get going very soon indeed. Matteo was the one that needs to ready up. Brandox, though, was during the session, so I think that's what we might have been waiting on for him. He couldn't obviously take control of his car. Hopefully it doesn't cause any issues with the lobby. It has done in the past. Let's hope that it doesn't happen and is take 1 for the Dutch Grand Prix. Let me know, though, in the comment section who you're supporting. The 5 red lights are about to go out now. Here for the Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort. And it is lights down, away we go, and Bogdan Moldovan gets a good start. Max Gross partner alongside him as well, cuts across the cover, and the Romanian will lead in towards turn 1. The Austrian, very late on the brakes, nearly rear-ends him. Everyone, I think, is clean through in the background. There's a bit of slider tapping from City Slider, and I think that was Sapala getting caught up in that as well. But Bogdan Moldovan leads into the banking for the first time. Max Gross partner there in second. GST with a good start there in third. Yone Dovzan there in fourth. Everyone clean through the banking, which is really good to see. And now they embark on towards Skyfleck at turn number 7. We've already got Primus Muklavcic on the back of Kiona Leotold. Kiona obviously pressing the back of Bradley Hold'em there as well. GL and Tudi in the background as well, looking to try and get moves done. But everyone is clean through in towards turn number 8. Fantastic start by everyone. And Bogdan Moldovan leads the way. Max Scholl's partner in second. And JSD struggling to keep up early on. He's there in third, as I think we get a little bit of a lag spike there. That might have been Brandox retaking control of his car. He has indeed. He's right down in the back of the field. Elephant there gaining possession. Hazard gaining possession as well as we come in towards the chicane for the first time. Nice start by everyone out on track. We'll see what everyone is on. Everyone's on my strategy. Everyone's on the sort of hard compounded tires. It is the only one that works around here. And Max Flow's partner is trying to work on the back of Bogdan Moldovan. Running down the straight in towards turn number 1. Is the Austrian close enough for a move? No, but somebody that is Mark Schluter there to the inside on, and Primus Muklavcic, the German, nearly boxed in actually on Kiona Leotold. Gonna be interesting to see how they get out. Oh, Primus Muklavcic there, just recovering the car. Taja Hardy now going through, and he's into 8. Mark Schluter there in 7th. Very, very good racing out on track there between them both. Primus had to recover that car, and he might have to recover the car again because Jerry Van Bossel is right on the back of him. Sapala right on the back of him there as well, and Sapala there in 13th position, having a big struggle as Jerry Van Bossel goes the in-Scottish sky flag. Don't often see an opportunistic move through there. And Jerry Van Bossel gets his elbows out, gets the job done. Very good racing from Mr. Muklavcic now having to defend. Oh, as my controller has disconnected. Apologies. Be back with you in a second. Oh, there we go. I knew there was something I had to do before the stream started, and that was swap the controller because my controller was dying. Goodness me. Anyways, we're back. Bogdan Moldovan leads the way. Max Paul's partner there in second. JST there in third. A little bit of a black spike there. Sapala's leaving the session. Hopefully he can join very soon indeed. Thank God for that. Oh my word. Bogdan Moldovan leads the way. It's not an EML stream or an EEC stream if something doesn't go wrong. Just put it that way. I'll try and invite Sapala in right now just so you can try and get a view of the action there as well. Let's see if I've got him on my friends list. I'm pretty sure I do, so it is all covered. There was a move there happening in the background. Sapala, though, has been invited by me, so hopefully you can rejoin the session. If not, it might be internet related, and that'll be okay if it is, but I have got an invite out for him, so he should be able to rejoin. He's at the back of the field, so I don't think it'll cause that many issues, hopefully. But Bogdan Moldovan leading the way. Max Roseford there in second. JSD there in third. And the lobby is on friends only, I've been told as well. So hopefully he'll be able to join just through PlayStation, and if he's got another invite. If he hasn't, he's just been given one. So it's all fair and nothing more. And all fair and nothing more for Max Quill's partner on the back of Bogdan Moldovan on that 4 out of 36. Everyone on that side of hard compound tires, remember. Let's have a look at the position gains, though, early on in this race. Quite a few position gains, actually, for Kieran Humphries. Up 4, up 3 further down the field. I thought I saw somebody gaining 3. Natasha Hardy's gained 2. So was GL Gil, Jerry Van Bussel, Hazara, Spicer, and Elephant, of all the ones that have gained positions. 1 also on Mark Schluter. He has gained a position as well. Most positions lost, joined at the back of the field, both having issues. Brandock's there rejoining the session, and Sapala there down in 20th position. Oh, as Keanu Leotold there is off track. Must have got caught on that outside curb. That's the wrong car. There he is. Just rejoining track. Just in front of actually ETA Oscar for Team Norway. And yeah, Keanu Leotold has spun, and Spider and Elephant have got in a collision there as well. Just in the background, a shot as the camera cut away. Saw that on the mini-map though. So there, unfortunately for him, right down the back of the field. But Keanu Leotold, that curb, so deadly. Tom had that in PSGL, PSF1. If anybody watched that race, Tom got caught on that curb. He was leading the race at the end. Ended up finishing, I think, P8 or P9. That curb is so deadly on the outside. It will really ruin your race. And Keanu Leotold, on his first race, I believe, for OP, not having the best of time whatsoever. Bogdan there leading the way. Max there in second. JSD there in third. Getting very close for Team Germany on the back there. Yone Dovzan in fourth. Bradley Holderman in fifth. And Mark Schluter, Tycher Hardy, Primus Pokavcic, GL Gil, and then Jerry Van Bussel top 10. To the OP City Sligo, Kieran Humphries, ETA Oscar, Keanu Leotold, and Mateo top 15. Hazara Brandox and MC Pollard still continuing. Elephant and Spies after their collision, both having front wing damage, both in the pit lane to repair their front wing. And I no doubt they'll be on a set of softs because going a set of mediums, they're never going to get to the end of the race. They only last around about 17 or 18 laps around here. Apologies, by the way, if we did have any dropped frames and all that as well. Seems like we are slightly lagging on our end. Hopefully it's okay, though. Keanu Leotold there dropping down a position. Oscar dropping down a position behind Keanu Leotold again. JSC now trying to get a move maybe down on Max Troll's point. It looks quick coming out of the banking and Ari Lundijk. Now on the run towards turn 1, Max is going to go for the lead even. So the Veloce Academy driver, the Team Austrian man here tonight. Oh, just about getting the elbows out of Bogdan Moldovan. His fellow PSGL PCF2 compadre from this season. Don't want to be making contact with that. If they've had bad history and bad blood, probably now is the time to get rid of that bad blood out on track here in the Netherlands where nobody from PSGL is watching. But Max now takes the lead of the race. Bogdan Moldovan there in second, JST there in third. So good racing going on so far. Not much happening further down the field. There is a split beginning to happen though. Oscar trying to catch up on the back of Kieran Humphries. GL Gil, by the way, the former PSGL champ back in the day. And I think it was CDG Gil, if I'm not mistaken. The Common Gaming driver back in the day. He's there in 9th position, doing a fantastic job, and he is looking to try and grab on to the back of Primus Pokavcic and carry him forward in this race. But he's the top PlayStation driver right now out on track. Fills me with a lot of confidence as well because he's doing a very good job around here. And I believe, I'm not sure, I think in my notes I put that he had a podium here in Lexi Division. I might be wrong on that though. As Bogdan Moldovan doesn't care if you're Max Quill's partner. He's going to go for the race lead again, looking to the inside line. Not quite close enough. Some of that is close enough though. With a bit of contact there from Mark Schluter just for good measure. Bradley Holdham and Mark Schluter there making a little bit of contact, a little bit of scrimmaging for 4th, 5th and 6th there. But doing a good job right now is Bradley Holdham. England against Germany, is that going to be the Euro final in 2024? Have to tune in and find out for that one. But here right now, you've got England versus Germany. Bradley Holdham and Mark Schluter for 5th and 6th. Tycher Hardy there in 7th. It's always the Dutch that want to try and ruin things as well. The F7R man there in 7th on the back of the ET8 man. Jonas Vuklavcic there in 8th trying to chase them down as well. Avatar saying in the chat, take the popcorn, James. I need a drink. Honestly, after this, there was a yellow flag that has Spider and he's crashed straight on at turn 1. Straight on at turn 1, which makes me think he has had an equipment failure rather than anything else. Elephant's further down the field, so it was nowhere near him, and I don't think it was anywhere near Matteo either. So Spies are there in 20th position, right down the bottom end of the field. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think that was probably an equipment failure rather than anything else. And I'm sure a representative from Team Austria can hopefully tell me that either in the Discord or on the stream as well. And yes, Spider has literally just put that. His wheel disconnected. That's why he went straight on at turn number 1. To end up there, it's got to be some sort of failure. Not on purpose at all. And I don't think even if he crashed there would have been a safety car. So Spies are there out of the race. And unfortunately, no more spying gaps for him down in P20, the NLR man. Max Gross partner though leading the way. Bogdan Moldovan in 2nd, JST in 3rd. Can you believe we're already nearly a quarter of the way through the race already? Time flies by when you are having fun. Mark Schluter there on the back of Bradley Holdham against the German, against the Englishman, running down the hill in towards turn number 12. Sapala has asked for another invite. I will try and get you in, my friend, just while there's nothing really happening. I'll be quick with this if I can. Hopefully this will work. Primus Vuklavcic is having to fend. I think that is from GL Gil in the background. I'm going to just try and fly through and find Mr. Sapala's name. There he is. He's been sent an invite. And there is defensive driving. And there's an attack from Bogdan Moldovan going down the straight. JST. I don't know where I am with the cameras. Bogdan Moldovan leads the way. JST there in 2nd. Max Gross part of that is shifted back to 3rd. But he actually fights that back around the outside of turn number 3. The Austrian and the German now side by side. Running through the left-hand of turn number 4. The Germans and the Austrians normally get on quite well. Sapala's rejoined the session. As JST Max Gross partner go up the hill together. But Max Gross partner now trying to attack the back of Bogdan Moldovan. Not going to work. Sunshine. He's there on the back coming through Skyflak at turn 7. Neatly done. Bogdan Moldovan leading the way. Max Gross partner 2nd. JST there in 3rd. Mark Schluter there on the back of Bradley Holdham. A nice clean move there from the German on the back of the English. You know how the Germans are with the English normally. Very, very hard and aggressive. Mark Schluter, definitely not that with that move. Very simple. And he's thrown he's into 5th position with Bradley Holdham there in 6th. Spider there leaving the session. Wish him well, though, in terms of the racing going forward. Wish him well, of course, in terms of Christmas and indeed the New Year as well. Hopefully that wheel disconnection is not going to plague him going into the new year. Max Phil's partner now, looking on the back of Bogdan Moldovan. Might have to be forced into the move here. He's got so much speed carried through the banking. He's going to pull alongside and not pass in towards turn number 1. Typical esports trike coming through here on lap 10 out of 36. But it is common. If you're like Avatar and me and you watch these races week in and week out, you'll probably find that everything happens for a reason. And you'll probably think everything is repeated as well. Trust me, it normally is. It normally is. So, don't worry. If you're a first-time viewer, you will get used to the esports traits and you will get used to these guys running around out on track as well. As I say, it's only round 2 of the European Esports Championship, but already well received in terms of the coverage that we're getting. 39 of you tuning in. E-Series about to end as well. That's a move from Mark Schluter to the inside line of Yone Dovzan. And Yone Dovzan there forced off track there slightly by the German. Germany, the German through and he's into 4th position, now chasing down his teammate JST there in 3rd. Running slightly different liveries, but I think that is okay in terms of the rules and regulations and everything. Because I know a couple of countries got warnings last week as well for having the incorrect name tag. I think Joe Van Bussel was one of them. They have got with Tycher Hardy in the F7R tag as well. Coming out through the right-hander, though, of turn number 1 at Tarzan. Nearly done from the leaders out on track. I'm just trying to now pressurise the back of Bogdan Moldovan. Pressurise him so much, you nearly hit the back of him there for the left-hander, the turn number 4. 97% of ERS. If you're brand new to Formula 1, you're brand new to the European Esports Championship, and don't know what I mean about ERS, it is the energy recovery system. So, we'll take on board with, say, JSD, for example. Perfect example. Going into the braking zone here, serves up a little bit of ERS, 86, 87%. You can see that figure ticking up when he comes out of the corner. Hopefully, he uses a bit up here, coming out of turn number 9. Doesn't, but you can see that figure going down, and that gains you around about 20 mile an hour extra when it comes to the racing around here. And that being down the straight, down a half a kilometre straight, is very, very key to trying to get moves done. At this moment in time, nobody's in a rush, and it's a bit like rush hour on the A19, to be honest, but there we are. JSD, though, is in a rush. He's on the back of Max Rowe's partner, and Max Rowe's partner might have to be forced into the move again on Bogdan Moldovan. In towards turn 1, the Austrian pulls alongside, close to the side of the Romanian, and JSD says, thank you very much. That is him through, and he's into second. The Romanians are going to be absolutely cursing in their own language with that. Bogdan Moldovan, though, what he needs to do is calm, zen in that cockpit from Bogdan Moldovan. He's there in third. And yes, that was a forceful move by JSD, getting through on Bogdan Moldovan. Just that slight bit of contact, but it's enough to unsettle the car. It's enough to class it potentially as a push to pass as well. There was a yellow flag through turn number 1, and that's Matteo and Elephant again having contact. Elephant there at the minute down at 19th position by his lonesome. Looks like he belongs in a safari right now. He's been that far back. That is a pun, by the way. I'm not having to go at the driver at all. But Elephant had... Sapala was the one that had contact with Matteo. Sapala was the one that had contact with Matteo. And Sapala's let him through. So, at least everything works out for a man. I've just had a go at Elephant for absolutely no reason. I apologise. JST on the back of Max Rowe's partner. He's definitely in a hurry. Using up that ERS. Using up that DRS. 190 mile an hour in towards turn number 1. And that is easy for the German who's Spoonies into the lead of the race. Max Rowe's partner there in second, Bogdan Moldovan there in third. So the whole compounded tyres, by the way, because I won around this track. I know fine well what happens here in terms of the strategy. You normally expect to pit in for a set of mediums. I think I did it, if I'm not mistaken, around about lap 22, 23-ish. Not certain on that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Lap 20 or 23, lap 22 or 23 was the lap that I actually pitted in. So, went a little bit further. There was a safety car early on in the race, which is why we went further with the tyres. Undercut more powerful than the overcut around here. But, when the safety car, overcut is potentially a little bit more powerful as well. Especially if you come into the pit lane, and especially if you get caught up. As Elephant has passed Matteo for the final points position down at 19th position. And let's have a points graphic actually on the right-hand side of the screen, so I can actually show you what the point system is coming into tonight. But I've got that full graphic that I forgot to show. Max Rowe's partner there on the back of JSD, not doing too bad at right now. JSD there leading the way, controlling affairs out in front for Team Germany. Austria there in second with Max Rowe's partner Bogdan Moldovan there in third for Team Romania as it stands. Spicer saying he got a wheel disconnect. Yeah, I saw in the Discord. Such a shame that he had that wheel disconnect. But that was my first thinking. I know fine well what a wheel disconnect is like for drivers around here. It's happened to the best in PSGL before. Spicer, no exception here. Went straight on through turn number 1. It's kind of the best place to do it, but it's the worst place to do it as well, because you've always got that fear of, oh, what about if I trigger a safety car? Oh, what about if people report me and whatever? But nothing that Spicer could have done. I say it in the best possible terms. It was the best thing, because at least it was down a straight and not midway through a corner. So at least it was like that. JSD, though, leading the way for Max Rowe's partner in second, Bogdan Moldovan there in third. Gilles is trying to attack the back of Primoz Miklavcic, the Frenchman, who was cooked in the Legacy Division this season for G-League, looking to try and get on the back of formerly known as Cookie Games, running down the straight towards turn 1, the former League of Europe man in Division 1 back in the day. But everything just calm, everything just zen right now, out on track. Nobody attempting for moves. If they are attempting for moves, it's nice and clean. And this is perfectly putting up to be a very good race. On board with Mark Schluter, he's got the perfect motto right on the top of the halo. First, you have to finish. Yes, first you have to finish, and finish well, he may say as well. He's there in 5th position right now. He's on the back of Yone Dobzan, just beginning to pull out a little bit of a gap to Bradley Holdham. But if they're not careful, if Mog gets back on the back of Yone, could bring Bradley Holdham potentially off the cuff and off the DRS. So just gotta be wary of that. Bradley Holdham, I'm sure, will have less battery. He does indeed. 62% of ERS compared to Mark Schluter there on 79. Mark Schluter, Mark Schulter, I don't know how to pronounce his name. If anybody's German in the comment section, please phrase it phonetically for me so I can pronounce it right, and then I know for going forward in the championship. Max on the back, though, of JSD, and Yone Dobzan to the inside line of Bogdan Moldovan. Bogdan very late to a defensive move there, and Yone gets through. Team Slovenian man Thuni's into 3rd, Bogdan Moldovan there in 4th. Nicely done indeed from the drivers out on tracks. Now come through the left-hander again and the banking at turn number 4. And looking neato as they come through that part of the banking as well. So the Sly guy, Kieran Humphries and Keanu Leotold side by side up the hill. Coming now through Sky Flag. The French and the English hate each other. And the English come out on top just about. Kieran Humphries there in 12. Keanu Leotold there in 13. The French there, oh, and he's pushed him off track. Keanu Leotold there, getting away with what a Frenchman only could, I think. They're in 12th position. In 12th position. I'm loving commentary tonight, by the way. Oscar there in 13th, trying to fill up the positions as well. Hazara and Kieran Humphries there getting forced off track. I'm sure that is going to be a steward report, though, coming in all seriousness. But, yeah, as I say, the French and the English don't like each other that much, especially when it comes to Eurovision. But, yeah. In terms of steward reports, that might be a cast iron one, as I think Matteo was spun through turn number 1. He has indeed. Matteo was spun through turn number 1. Some that is not spinning, that was Max Quill's partner, but he spins into the lead of the race. Nicely done. JSC, though, tries to get the up and under. Coming out of Tarzan, Max Schluter there, and Bogdan Moldovan right side of turn number 4. He's now on the inside line. Bogdan Moldovan losing the positions like they're cutting candy at a candy fair, and Bogdan Moldovan says, you know what, you're not stealing any part of this candy, running up the hill through turn number 6, now towards Sky Flag, he's back ahead. Romanian through, back into 4th, Mark Schluter there in 5th, Bradley Holdham there in 6th, doing a great job. By the way, Keanu Leotold came in, set a medium compounder tyres, that is relatively early, they can, however, get to the end of the race, and if they can get to the end of the race, it's going to be absolutely key for Keanu moving forward and can get that big undercut going potentially on this end as well. But Maxwell's partner leading the way. We will see pit stops begin to happen from around about this point, around about the halfway stage, probably from around lap 20 to 22 is where I suspect people are going to start coming in. And we'll see if JSD is going to now get on the back of Maxwell's partner. Yes, he is. To the inside line now, turn number 1. There he goes. And now in behind. JSD third and he's into the lead. Also fighting from 2 teammates. In F7R, Bradley Holdham and Tycher Hardy are side by side, but there's a VSC. VSC deployed out on track. I'm not sure who that is exactly for. Let's have a spy through the field and see who that might have been for. Wasn't Keanu Leoton? Is it Sapala that lost his front wing? It is. Sapala that has lost his front wing. It's the finishman in 17th. Not going to cha-cha-cha his way to victory by the looks of it right now, unlike Finland in Eurovision finishing 2nd. Sapala definitely not going to be as that high either, but Sapala there in 17th on that side of hards. Losing that front wing, I can only assume he's also coming out of turn number 10. Very, very easy corner to do that as well. He puts the brakes on into fix. VSE deployed out on track, which means everyone on the side of hards can go probably a lap or 2 longer. So this is going to work out pretty much how expected. I didn't do any notes, by the way, coming into tonight. I'm so confident in my ambitions and my strategy calls, but they are going to be right. So it's going to be from around lap 20 to 22, round about that period where we're going to see the first real pit stops happen from the leaders. We could see, though, the undercut happen. If the undercut does happen, we're going to see drivers in. Oh, as Kieran Humphries has picked up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, and Max Grohl's partner there is right on the back of GSC in towards turn number 1. We got pit stops in behind as well. Bradley Holdham there. 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Not sure if he had a bit of contact there with Tycho Hardy. We'll see if anyone, though, is put in the same garage. Luckily not. Taika Hardy's the first out. Bradley Holden, though, was the first out of these guys. They're on to a set of mediums. Where in all of this is Keanu Leotold? Passing the start-finish line now. There's Taika Hardy and Joe Van Bussel on exit. Joe Van Bussel's the one on exit. There's Keanu Leotold, and he's going to be ahead of Keanu Leotold. That VSC's worked out pretty well for the Frenchman. Getting ahead of Joe Van Bussel. Van Bussel, though, is on a much fresher set of soft compound of... on a set of medium compound tyres even. Keanu Leotold there in 14th doing a good job. We will begin to see, though, drivers out on track begin to pit in once again. As I say, from around this period, it's pretty much prime to go to a set of mediums towards the end of the race. But hope you're all doing well out on track. Hope you're all doing well in the comment section. Hope you are all enjoying this race. If you are, like, comment, subscribe, check that notification bell, of course, if you're brand new to the channel. Max Rose Partner continues. JST, though, Max Rose Partner in. JST, the one continuing on, and we get more pit stops in behind because Bogdan Moldovan, Mark Schluter, and Tudi all into the pit lane. Grimble saying GL will take the net lead. He will indeed. He did a similar thing, I think, in Legacy Division around here, if I'm not mistaken. Fastest lap of the race as well. Well ahead of Max Rose Partner coming out of the pit lane. This is suiting GLG very well. My big concern is, especially for Max Rose Partner, who's coming out in a bit of traffic, he's going to be ahead of Taika Hardy coming out of the pit lane, which is good news because he's in the DRS train. Bad news for Gio, though, is he's got Bradley Holden behind him. He's a pro exhibition driver. He's got Oscar there. He's done a brilliant undercut strategy. And he's got Max Rose Partner and Taika Hardy, who are two former PSGL, PSF1 champions. So, yeah. You can see where I'm going with this. He's got very good pace around this track. As I say, I think he finished third, if I'm not mistaken, in Legacy Division when I covered it alongside Ross Greenhorn, I think it was that day. But GL has got very good pace. He's 3.1 seconds ahead of Bradley Holden. Remember, Bradley's got that 5-second penalty overhanging him. Taika Hardy, though, doesn't care about Max Rose Partner. The two former PSGL, PSF1 champions collide coming through the chicane at 11 and 12. Max Rose Partner takes the gravel, and he's right in the way there. Bogdan Moldovan. And these two make contact early on. Max is trying to fight on that gravelly tyre. So Bogdan Moldovan is ahead. And Taika Hardy there definitely gonna get his former teammate back. As Max Rose Partner is trying to get Bogdan Moldovan back down the straight in towards turn number 1. Are we going to see a move and a send around the outside? Out of all of this, JSC is coming out of the pit lane right alongside Bogdan Moldovan. Gets ahead of him, the German. Just gets ahead. GL coming in the net leader of the race. Primoz Miklavčić and Brandok still to come in the pit lane. JSC's wide though. Bogdan Moldovan can now run up the hill on Skyflak into turn 7 on him. He's not going to get the job done, and I think everyone's just going to sit, relax, and enjoy the ride, but we are going to see some pretty hellish racing from this part on and to the end of the race onwards. Do not be surprised if you see a safety car in this race, is what I will say right now. Everyone on this side of medium compound tyres, though. Bogdan Moldovan on the back of JSD. GL now past Brandok, so that's a crucial move, because it puts the driver now behind Bradley Holden, or in front of Bradley Holden, and actually in the middle of both of them. So that could work out. Brandok, though, I have a feeling, will be in the pit lane this lap. Primoz Miklavčić, though, continuing on. He is absolutely guaranteeing there's going to be some sort of safety car. Brandok's continuing on as well. Everyone else seeming clean through. Oscar now chasing down the back of Bradley Holden. How's Oscar landing himself in this position? Having a fantastic race so far for Team Norway. There goes Bogdan Moldovan and Max Rose Partner again. JST fighting the car. It's 3 wide out of turn number 1. And Max Rose Partner's in the wall and out. Max Rose Partner out of the race. I did say a safety car was coming. And look what's happened. Safety car deployed out on track. Do not say that's a commentator's curse. Because it's not. It was coming. And I think that was all down to Bogdan Moldovan, JST, in towards turn number 1. Slight slide from JST there in the middle. Max Rose Partner having absolutely nowhere to go on that outside line. And in the end, he's in for that set of... and then again, Max Rose Partner is out of the race. And being outside 2 wide into Tarzan doesn't go sometimes. 3 wide is just suicidal. But again, Max Rose Partner couldn't go anywhere. And I can understand the Team Austria's argument from it completely. Primoz Miklavčić, though, out in front, has been saved by the safety car. And he currently leads the way. Team Slovenian man out in front. Gil in second. Brandok's there in third. Gil will certainly stay out. Brandok's will be the one coming in. But Primoz Miklavčić in. Is this for a set of softs? The answer is no. It's for centre mediums. I think it was too early. I think it was too early in terms of putting in for centre softs. Personally. From my experience around here, definitely the case. Bradley Holdham and Oscar, though, have decided to come in. Interesting call from them. Are they going to go on fresh mediums to the end of the race? Have they got that fresh set still there? Yes, both of them going on a set of mediums. Bradley Holdham, though, going on a set of softs. Hazara, set of softs as well. Interesting call. Interesting call. I have a feeling they're not going to get to the end of the race. I mean, 13 laps. It's going to be pretty decent to get to the end of the race on. But the soft compounder tyres around here are around about 6.5% average in terms of a lap. So if you add that up, over 5 laps, you're going to be around 25 to 30% worn. 10 laps in, you're going to be more like 50 to 60% worn. So, see where I'm going with it? Yeah, potentially, there could be puncture territory. No one of these guys, though, the drivers out on track, will absolutely go through. GLG will lead the way. Taija Hardy there in second. Bogdan Moldovan there in third. Mike has just came into the chat saying, James, jumping in the voice chat now. The safety car conditions. Discord apparently is not working, Mike. So that's why I'm having to stream through OBS and commentate through OBS as well. Which is not the best thing. Not the best thing to do. But it's the stream before Christmas. It's my final commentary before Christmas as well. It wouldn't be a solo commentary without me, though, and it wouldn't be a solo commentary without EEC. But there we are. Have a try of the voice call. Message me on Discord, see if it's working, and then I'll join you in there if it is. If it's not, we'll continue as we are on lap 24 out of 36. GLG, though, leading the way from Taija Hardy in second. Bogdan Moldovan there in third. Jeroen Bussel there in fourth. With Primoz Poklavcic there in fifth. JSD in sixth. Mark Schluter there in seventh. Dovzan there in eighth. 2D9, Brandok's top 10. And now, coming in the pit lane, Keanu Leotold on that set of medium compounder tyres. You see what he comes in for to set us off. Set us off compounder tyre. Bear with me just a second. You are going to see me cut to a different screen. Actually, no. I'm just going to risk it for Chocolate Biscuit. You know what? Anything lags, I'm loading Discord up. Anything lags, I'm loading Discord up. So hopefully, we can now go bing. And then we can go bang. And then we can say bosh to Mr. Michael Edwards. Mike, how you doing? If he's here. I hope he is. I'm doing really, really well. Do you need an invite into the lobby by any chance? No worries. We're on a safety car, so it's literally a saving grace. So I will friend request you in now. Have you got me on? Have I got you on friends list? I can't find you anywhere. Are you showing online? Restart you. Ah, okay. Okay. He should have his crossplay turned on after the 24 hours of F1 event in Boston and Baku. Definitely so. Definitely so. But no, we're on lap 25 out of 36. We're just tuning into the stream. 54 of you. I think E-Series is now end of PSGL, so you are now in the nitty-gritty. You are in the third base of the game, the third quarter. And now we're going into the final third of the race. And GLG leads the way from Taija Hardy in second. Bogdan Moldovan there in third. I will check again if you are showing online. But hopefully we can get you in. Hopefully we can... unless you want to commentate through the stream, by all means. But you are not showing up for me, so might have to restart your game. Yeah, no worries. I know we normally have a lot of issues anyways. I've just forgot that you're on mute as well. So there we are. Nobody heard you coming in. Michael Edwards, how you doing?
I am doing good. That's okay. Well, I was on mute and then no one missed anything.
No one missed anything. We're just sorting out the stream. We're just sorting out everything else. The safety car should be coming in this lap. GLG is going to be the virtual Burmander. He's now the virtual safety car. Third position for him in Legacy Division for in WR Legacy Division even. Early run in the season for GL and G League. He's got good form around here. but so was the man in second, Taja Hardy. Bogdan Moldovan there in third. The safety car is going to come in this lap, so we'll do this first lap after the safety car has ended, and then I'll try and get Mike in. But, Mike, how do you think this race is going to play out with, what, 10 laps to go? Gio out in front, Taja Hardy in second. It's finely poised, this race.
Yeah, I think our safety car has come at an absolute brilliant timing as well. Just to add that little bit extra spice into this race, and it's bunched everyone back up again, and it's gonna be it's gonna be fine margins now all the way to the end. And I think Taito Hardy's in a very good place at the moment.
He is indeed. GLG, though, when is he going to baguette go? Coming through the final corner at Ari Lundijk. Is he going to baguette go now? Yes, he does. Coming through the final corner. That was perfect for my Twitter. GLG, though, coming down the straight in towards turn number 1. Gets the lead of the race. And there's side-by-side in the back. And that was Jovan Bossert looking for the move down. Bogdan Moldovan trying to fake that move into turn number 1. Not looking good enough, though. I think everyone is clean through in the background. Kiana Leotold, they're getting caught up there with City Sly Guy. And Keenan Humphries going side by side. Kiana Leotold's in the wall. Kiana Leotold in the wall, out of the race. That might be a safety car. It is indeed. Safety car deployed immediately out on track. Kieran Humphries and Kiana Leotold. Kiana had right away of the corner. He made a mistake coming out of turn number 1. He was still in front, though, on that incident. Kieran Humphries there, very lucky to get away with hardly any damage. But Kiana Leotold, he had an absolute wretched race in one of the 24 hours of F1 races. And now he's had a wretched race on his debut for OP.
Yeah, absolute heartbreak for him as that small bit of contact between himself and Kieran there just sent him straight off into the wall. And that just shows the how easy it is around a track like this just to end up in the wall yourselves. If I'm not appearing on the PlayStation, you might find me on the platform side of things.
Let's have a look. See if I can... Yeah, you're not showing up for me, which is very, very strange. Oh, hang on. Unless it goes offline... See, I've only got one page, so I can only invite people on my first page. Oh, somebody's into the pit then. That is 2D into the pits. The TF2D in for Team Romania. Yeah, I can't get you in, unfortunately, so it might have to be the case where you are commentating, unfortunately, through the stream on about a 7-second delay, which hopefully is not too bad.
One thing I can try is I can try to request to join, and if that works, then it should be okay. But if not, then we'll brave it for the stream.
Exactly. There's always a plan B. I mean, there was a plan C and us streaming through PlayStation, which would have been even better for you now showing up a little bit late, but albeit still showing up nonetheless. GLG though out on top. Taja Hardy in second, Bogdan Moldovan there in third. Drivers out of the race so far. Kiana Leotold after that incident we've just seen. Max Grohl's partner after his incident with Taja Hardy and that bit of contact there causing him to go off coming through the final couple of corners. And Spies, of course, with that wheel disconnect. Very unfortunate for him. Team Austria, though, both their drivers out of the race. Not the best sort of ideal. And a reminder for everyone, coming into tonight, there's the tower graphic up on the right-hand side. Team Austria were right down at the bottom end of the barrel. They were right down in last position after round 1. 5 points to their name. Team Italy leading the way on 41. Team Netherlands on 33. Romania in third on 30. France in fourth on 29. Then Slovenia fifth on 25. Norway sixth on 22. Germany 7th on 10. Then England 8th on 9. Finland on 6. And then Austria in 10th on 5 points. And with Austria, but having both their drivers out of the race, Max Roll's partner and Spires are two very competitive drivers on their day as well. Team Austria have got a big amount of ground to make up early on as we go into the Christmas break.
Yeah, absolutely massive. It's never ideal, scoring just the 5 points in round 1 and then both drivers unable to finish here in round 2. Never ideal for the Austrian team, and it's going to be a long championship for them to try and crawl themselves back into the fray.
Yeah, definitely. So I was just checking there again. I still can't send you an invite into the lobby. So yeah, I think
I sent the request now, so that pop up on the PlayStation notifications.
Oh, on PlayStation, it hasn't. It hasn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, just disgraceful.
Plan B. There's always a plan B. We'll stick with going through the stream commentary right now. But yeah, you couldn't write the script. Currently though, GLGL out on top. Taja Hardy second, Bogdan Moldova in third. We didn't see much movement throughout the field though. Underneath that first safety car, the second safety car now deployed out on track. And speaking of safety cars deployed, that is coming in this lap. GLG though out on top. He's now the virtual Bert Malander. He's now the virtual safety car. We'll see what he can get on out on track. Espen Gare Utner in the chat. I hope I pronounced that right. Place on PGA Tour. We want to see. Not in a cat and health chance. We've still got, what, 8 laps to go. You're not getting me on PGA Tour before this race is over.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd have to wait for a personal James stream for that. But it looks like we're about to get underway on the safety car restart. Can Taja Hardy this time get a good enough restart to challenge for the race lead down in towards turn number 1?
Yeah, let's have a look. We'll turn the timing. We'll turn the points graphic off on the right-hand side. Taja Hardy right on the back of GLG goes, and Taja Hardy has got to try and chase his shadow down in towards turn number 1 as now comes in towards turn number 1. Joe Van Bossel already trying to hustle on the back of Bogdan Moldovan. They're side by side though in the background. I think that is Hazara and M. Sapala side by side. The Norwegians and the Finnish, the Scandinavians having it. Oh, and there's somebody in the wall. And that is Elephant out of the race. Is that a third safety car in a row? I don't think it is, as Hazara has to take avoiding action. And Kieran Humphries gets caught up. That is a safety car for the third time in this race. There is a safety car out on track in about as many laps. These guys either don't know how to drive, or a majority of them do, some of them don't, or we're just getting very unlucky with safety cars tonight.
I think it's a little bit of I think it's a little bit of both. I think the curse of me turning up has also led to quite a few safety cars, as well as it seems like there's been safety cars ever since I joined the call.
Yeah, safety cars since you've joined the call. Safety cars since you've joined the stream as well. Avatar, I think, has made a very good point, though. Some drivers lack patience. I completely agree with that. And I say it too many times in commentary where drivers go for a move. We saw Max Grosspartner going around the outside of turn number 1 and ending up in the wall, going 3 wide through turn number 1. But have to wait and see how this race is going to progress on. Elephant now out of the race. He was in the wall. Oh, and that was a movement and a half. And I think that might have been from either Mark Schulter or Brandox. I can't think of who it might have been. But that was a big movement there. Underneath the... Michael probably have it up on his end now. That movement was very, very violent. Underneath the safety car, I've got to be honest.
He still hasn't popped up for me. I just had an advert, so you have to bear with me.
Oh, you probably missed it now. You probably missed it. We're coming down through towards Sky Flack at the top of the hill at turn number 7. Frederick saying in the chat, play some PGA Tour before safety cars. You could do. I mean, it could be like a PSGL stream, and we could end up playing Twister like me and Evan did when the servers went down. No comment from Mike.
Yeah, they got no comment for that. No Twister. You can't. No.
Definitely.
I'll play Monopoly, but that's about it.
Definitely. I don't even own a game of. I don't even own a board of Twister or whatever it's called these days. But it was Evan's idea, and somebody in the stream forced him to play Twister. He didn't get it out, unfortunately. But I hope there's one day in 2024, Evan Dalton, if you're watching, which I know you might find well be. If you're watching, we want to see Twister 2024 on one of your PSGL F2 streams. There you go. If you get fired, blame it on me.
This is going to be good if he goes ahead and does that now. It was James's fault. It was James's fault.
It was my fault, yeah. You can tell Christmas is coming up, guys. You can tell the Christmas break is literally 5 laps away after this race is finished. GLG though leading the way. Taja Hardy in second, Bogdan Moldovan that in third. I sound like a broken record saying that for about the 4th time in about 3 laps, but that is the case, and that is how we're going to see things. Everyone on a set of mediums, Mike, though, in the top 10. Further down the field, Bradley Holdham, M. Sapala, especially, they're not going to really have an impact in this race. But the likes of Tudi, the likes of Kieran Humphries, the likes of Matteo and Hazara, on that set of soft compound attire, Are they going to make any inroads through this field? Because around here, I've had this in my league race around here. It's very difficult to make up ground from even, what, the third row of the grid, from 5th and 6th. It's so difficult to try and make up ground around here.
Yeah, absolutely. Not many overtaking opportunities for these guys at the back on the softs, but you've got to imagine that those soft tyres will just have so much more grip compared to the tyres in front that it should give them plenty of opportunity to get themselves in contention with the likes of with Jay in P6, Mark in P7. Like, they need to kind of claw their way up that order a bit. Whether they'll catch up to the likes of Jerry and Taito and Bogdan, I don't know. It's possibly a little bit too late in the race now for that.
Yeah, definitely so. Safety car, though, is going to be coming in once again this lap. Let's hope it's the final time we see Bert Marlander out on track here in the Netherlands tonight. But GL, for about the third time in, what, 6-7 laps, he is the virtual Bert Marlander. He's now the virtual safety car and can dictate the pace whatever he wants. He went early on the first safety car restart. He went late on the second safety car restart. Is he going to go midway through the banking this time and go very early? Or is he just going to leave it late like a Magello sort of stop? But he's dictating the pace really nicely indeed. 53 mile an hour being carried through the banking. On the exit of the banking will come the DRS detection zone. That'll be enabled, of course, in a couple of laps' time. And he's already gone at that DRS detection zone. And GLGL repeats his first safety car restart and has already got Tycher Hardy at 4/10 of a second coming down in towards turn 1. Primus McClavchich is side by side with Jared Van Bussel to the inside line. Slovenian very neatly up the inside line gets the job done. And Yone Dovzan is getting the elbows out there. And Mark Schulte. Mark Schulte there is side by side. The German around the outside. But Yone Dovzan too quick on those mediums. Throoni's into 7th, and that is Brandox going around the outside. Mateo's in the wall. Is that another safety car? It's a VSC for now, but Brandox got the move done on Mark Schulte. Very nice move indeed around the banking. Got the move done on the ET8 man, and his fellow ET8 man even is now thrown into P8. Luckily though, Mike, this time around, VSC, not a full safety car.
Yep, VSC and lap 32. This is where these guys need to keep a very good eye on that delta up above in the top right corner to make sure they do not speed on the restart now, because that is race ending if they do that.
It is race ending indeed, and hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they all behave themselves. Hopefully some really good racing can be had out on track on lap 32 or 36. I better go on to lap 33, or 33 as the Irish normally say. GLG though was gone already. Nobody getting a VSC, nobody getting a speed on the VSC. But Tycher Hardy is so much under pressure there. From the back of his PSGL, PCF2 compadre Bogdan Moldovan down in towards turn number 1. Tycher Hardy though's coming at GLG. Might look to the outside line in towards Tarzan at turn number 1. Can the Dutchman take the lead on his home track? Tycher Hardy on the outside line on the Frenchman, but the Frenchman holds sway and he just about hangs on. Tycher Hardy there in second will be waiting for that DRS to get enabled and he can have a crack. Brandox is having a crack again around the outside. And there's 3 wide through the banking. Just about getting out on top there is Bradley Holdham and Yone Dovzan, who are thrown into 8th and 9th. Fantastic racing up the hill once again. GLG the leads. Tycher Hardy in second. Bogdan Moldovan in third. GLG thought he had the break. Tycher Hardy, though, had other ideas.
Yeah, but Taito unable to get the move done in Tarzan. But my God, Brandox is making... sorry.
Primoz McClatchy side by side with Bogdan Moldovan. Bradley Holdham there's had a bit of a spin as well. There's a spin for Sapala further down the field. Bogdan Moldovan though hangs on to third. Primoz McClatchy there in fourth. And Bradley Holdham trying to get those softs on. Avatar mentioned the softs aren't working and they won't do anything. Well, Bradley Holdham's certainly not holding you to that. He's up the inside of turn 13 at Ari Lundijk in. Now at Ari Lundijk out. Bradley Holdham through. And he's into 8th position. And now we go side by side down the straight once again. Tycher Hardy side by side with GLG for the race lead. The Dutchman to the inside on the Frenchman. Trying to get the job done around the outside. GLG hangs on again through the banking at turn number 1. But Tycher Hardy's got him alongside this time. Can the Dutchman find a way through around the banking? Coming down around the outside at turn number 4. I will cut to Mike in a second, but this is brilliant racing. It's GLG up the hill. Tycher Hardy in second, and strife fingers Bradley Holdham, who was at a spin coming out of the banking. Tycher Hardy though in towards Skyflack at turn number 7. Can't get the job done. GL leads. Tycher Hardy second. Bogdan Moldovan third. It's getting tense.
Absolutely, Taito Hardy really throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, trying to get through on GL here as... honestly, Braddock's been making plenty of overtakes in the midfield, making his way up, as I think that's him looking around the outside of Jay's tee.
Oh, Primoz Muklavcic around the outside of Bogdan Moldovan through turn 11, gets caught in the gravel and everything, but he doesn't get the job done. He hit a new PB in the gym. He needed all of his strength to get that one stopped coming through turn number 12. He's through, and he's down into P4. Bogdan Moldovan hanging on there. But now Tyler Hardy rampaging on the back of GLG, two former PSGL, PSF1 champions, one season 28, one season 33. Now about to go at it once again. Tyler Hardy actually, I think, was season 32, if I'm not mistaken. But Tyler Hardy on the back of GLG, the Frenchman holding sway right now. If you're a French fan right now, you've got your hands quite literally in the middle of your face.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, GLG doing a fantastic job holding on as it currently stands on the penultimate lap. But the Dutch team is right there ready to take the victory away from the French team as Tyler Hardy's tucked up right underneath. And you got to think, with DRS down the final start finish straight, it'll be all there for him to take victory here.
Kieran Humphries not ending up like a silly sly guy there in 7th, gets the job done on JST. JST now under pressure from Yone Dovzan to the inside line. The Team Slovenian man getting the elbows out. So is Jerry Van Bossel on the back of Brandox. This is absolutely unreal racing. Let's hope they keep it clean for the final lap of the race. It looks like Brandox might have a little bit of front wing damage, but now onto the final lap of the race. GLG having to now break out of the DRS. Here comes Tyler Hardy, absolutely rampaging at him around the outside, in towards turn number 1 at Tarzan, gets the lead of the race, cuts across, gets the job done. Tyler Hardy through at his home track in the Netherlands, leading the race. Jerry Van Bossel currently in 5th, not a Netherlands 1-2 at this stage, but Jerry Van Bossel with half a lap to go leads in Zandvoort.
Tyler Hardy there making an important overtake there for the race lead on GL, but he'll have an opportunity to come back at him with the second bite of DRS now down in towards turn number 11.
Primoz Muklavcic having to fight very hard on the back of Bogdan Moldovan as well. Hazar up the inside of Brandox, the two ET8 teammates going side by side through there. But Tyler Hardy, I think, might have this, you know. Primoz Muklavcic is going to try and come and GLG into the chicane, but it's not going to be good enough, I think, for the Slovenian to get second. But he goes deep, does GLG, trying to fight the car through there. But Tyler Hardy now into the final corner at Ari Lundijk box, at Ari Lundijk in English. Tyler Hardy now through the final corner. The Dutchman's going to do it on home soil. This is his home turf. Tyler Hardy on the rental line takes the win, and Primoz Muklavcic gets second from GLG by a matter of 6,000ths of a second across the line. Fantastic end to that race. Bogdan Moldovan in 4th, Jerry Van Bossel in 5th. He was right on the back of Bogdan Moldovan ending that race as well. All filtering in behind. But Tyler Hardy at his home track for his home team takes the race win. And it couldn't be any more Dutch, because there's a Dutch car out there, Dutch driver, Dutch esports team that he's in, representing his home country. Tyler Hardy out on top. But Primoz Muklavcic must use every ounce of that 110 PB that he hit in the gym to get 6,000th of a second clear of Geel at the end. What a race.
Absolutely incredible. And congratulations to Tyler Hardy taking a victory here for Team Netherlands. And Primoz at the end, what a drag race to the line, just narrowly getting ahead of the Frenchman, who unfortunately goes from P1 down to P3 on the final lap. Not the final lap he would have been wanting, but an incredible end to the race nonetheless.
Incredible end to the race nonetheless, and the Dutchman now takes it to the top of the podium. As I say, it couldn't get any more Dutch. He's even wearing the Red Bull livery that Max Verstappen's got, and he's got the Dutch flag on the top step of the podium. But he does look like Brendan Lee, which is not Dutch. But anyways, it is Tyler Hardy out on top, and Tycho gets the race win. He was close in Spain, second last week, of course, remember in Spain. First this time this week here in the Netherlands at his home track. Team Netherlands are here to play. They, I believe, are going to score very highly in terms of the points. But Tyler Hardy from 10th on the grid takes the race win. Primoz Muklavcic there in second. 6,000ths of a second. Just let that sink in. 6,000ths of a second between Primoz and GLG for second and third. Bogdan Moldovan from starting first on the grid, there in 4th, drove very well, I've got to say, was unlucky with a bit of contact. Jerry Van Bossel there in 5th from Kieran Humphries, who's somehow 6th How's he 6th after picking up front wing damage? I do not know. Hazara, Yone, Dobbs, and Brandox and JSC the top 10. Then Oscar, Tudi, Mark Schulte, M. Sapala, and Bradley Holden top 15. And then the DNFs were Mateo, Elephant, Kiana Leotel, Max Gold Partner, and Mr. NLR Spicer. What a phenomenal ending to that race. Tycho Hardy out on top, Primoz McClatched second, GL in third. That is what I like to call, Mike, an early Christmas present.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think with the safety cars and that, they keep stopping and starting and after the final half of the race, but it really did just build right up all the way to a perfect climax to the end of the race.
Yeah, it was a perfect crescendo, and to be honest, a perfect winner as well, because the Dutchman comes out on top in terms of his home track. Delighted, I bet he will be as well. I'll have a look in the Discord and see what drivers are saying. Jevan Bussell saying, imagine rear-ending someone and after just overtaking them. Bit of shade of last week, potentially, there from Jevan Bussell in the chat. Mark Schulte there complaining as well. Drivers complaining about the driving standards. I've got to agree with that, to be honest. The driving certainly lacking in somewhat. The final 3 laps, though, very entertaining at the front end of the field. Very, very good. Mateo saying he got 2 broken front wings and got taken out as well. Just one of those races. It's the Netherlands at the end of the day. But unlike me and Tycho Hardy, you can't say that you have won around here.
Yeah, and brilliant way to do it as well. Final lap overtake, getting the job done in front of your home crowd for your nation. Taito is going to be very pleased with that, and of course, that's it now for racing in 2023. And I'll let you go through what's going to happen next year.
Yeah, next year is going to be the year of the European Esports Championship. I can just feel it. We were due to have Nicholas Longe here tonight. Apparently, he did something called PSGL Series and drove for a team called Ferrari Esports. Never heard of them? Yeah, neither have I. But he is hopefully going to be there. We're hopefully going to see, though, because PSGL Series has now ended, a lot more competitive drivers on the grid for the final 3 races of the season. That is going to be from the 3rd of January. My first commentary of 2024 will be right here in 2 weeks' time in Monza at the Temple of Speed. A very interesting track to go around. The curbs deadly around there as well. So it's going to be very intriguing to see how the drivers get on out on track. And then we go to Spa at Spa-Francorchamps, of course, in Belgium on the 10th of January. And then we're back home, at least for one of us in the commentary box, 17th of January at Silverstone for round number 5 in Britain, and it's going to be very well received. But Mike, going into round 3 in Italy, 2 weeks' time, drivers will be full of turkey, drivers will be full of pigs and blankets, drivers will be full of potentially quite a lot of alcohol as well. What can we expect from the Temple of Speed, and could we expect potentially bigger names coming there in 2 weeks' time?
I mean, potentially. Yeah. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, just after the New Year festivities as well, as you mentioned, plenty of alcohol flowing. I don't even know if I'll be recovering by then. But, as I'm getting older, and it takes longer to recover. But I mean, what we can expect at Monza is a fantastic race. Going to be plenty of overtaking opportunities. But the margin for error around that track is going to be so crucial. Traction out of the first chicane, traction out of the Della Rocha chicane, literally through Ascari as well. Clip the curb wrong, you're around. The Lesmos and that, once again, clip the curb wrong, you're around. So it's going to be one of those races. It's a race of attrition, but margin for error is going to be a very, very slim indeed.
Yeah, definitely. So even Mike's family, I think, will want to get in on the action in Italy in 2 weeks' time at the Temple of Speed in Monza. But that is all from us of 2023, and that is all for me for 2023 as well. My final commentary of the year. I really hope that you've enjoyed this stream, that you've enjoyed all of our streams on League Racing TV, including EML, TML when that was going. Hope you really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed tonight. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, tick that notification bell if you're brand new to the channel. If you want to show Mike and me some love as well for our commentary, please do so in the chat. Please do so on Twitter. Absolutely delighted to hear any feedback that you might have for us. Even if it's bad. Even if it's bad, I will take it and I will learn from it. And I know for fun fact, 2024, I've already set, if people saw my X a little bit earlier on, I've already set myself a goal of getting into real-life commentary. So that is the big realistic goal for 2024 for me. And that means, hopefully, this will be one of the platforms that I can go with. I will certainly be there for the next 3 rounds of EEC. And then, also on the 3rd of January, we'll be revealing more details about Season 6 of Esports Masters League as well. Can't reveal any more than that right now, but you just have to tune in on the 3rd of January for the EML launch show and also for the European Esports Championship for round number 3 in the Temple of Speed. But for myself, for Mike, although you can't see him because we haven't got the double cameras on, you can see me anyways. I wish you all and all your families and everyone that is surrounding you a very, very Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, no matter what celebration you have. Hopefully it is a merry, joyous one, and hopefully 2024 will be the year of sim racing, and hopefully 2024 will be the year of the commentator as well. But for myself and Mike, we're going to end it off here for a final word from our sponsors, Next Level Racing. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.